What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Trey Morrison. I have an online coaching business as well as an in-person coach, and I have my own small private training facility out of Denton, North Carolina. So this YouTube channel is going to be filled with some of my own training as well as some informational content, some longer informational content. I'm always posting stuff on Instagram and Facebook, so make sure you check those out. Just trying to spread out some good knowledge to help everyone. So this, I'll probably try and share, video a week of some longer stuff. Not going to commit to anything because I really like the how easy it is to kind of just quickly upload to Instagram and Facebook. But I'm going to start this YouTube off with some of my own training. So I've been powerlifting now for 2 to 3 years, and I have some structural hip damage. So I have reached out to some of the top physical therapists in the world, number one being Zach Couples, in my opinion, one of the greatest there is. Had some consultations with him. We cannot seem to clear up this hip at all. I need an MRI, possibly surgery, but I'm just not in a spot to where I can take those things on. So essentially I'm taking my own advice that I would give to a client in the same spot. We just changing up my training. I'm still training for strength, gonna do some athletic development stuff and some cardiovascular as well as some bodybuilding. So just a lot of different training qualities, trying to combine those and just have a good time training, frequent power lifts, sumo deadlift, conventional, low bar back squatting, and even high bar back squatting can just flare the hip up. I mean, it's been a long time since I've had like a pain-free week, a very long time. So no matter how hard I manage that position. So I'm just kind of switching out some exercises and just changing goals. Having fun with it too. So instead of, like a competition back squat, I'm using the SSB bar, beltless and sleeveless. No really need to wear that stuff if you ask me, if I'm not competing in powerlifting. Still can bench press, of course, and then doing some trap bar deadlifts, which feels really good on the hip because there's a little bit more of that knee flexion, that more squatty / hingey pattern. So those are the strength movements I'm going to be pushing. So I'm actually joining James Serby, his Apex Athlete Training System team. So it's a really cool app where it's just more based on athletic development, some strength training with some conditioning. So trying to develop multiple qualities at the same time. So this week actually was the very first week of that. That's why I wanted to document it. I did some testing on like some broad jump, some vertical jump, some 5-rep max strength testing, 10-yard sprints and things of that nature. And I'll be showing you some clips of that a little later on. Very fun week of training. I'm super excited to push. This is a lot different than I normally train. But it's very similar to the way I would program for a non-powerlifting client, right? Like we're gonna do some type of breathing exercise for warm-ups. We're gonna do some explosive plyo / athletic movement before we get into our strength work. Then we're gonna do some kind of strength work and then also some cardiovascular stuff. So it's been really fun, really good change of pace, and I'm very excited. I'm gonna document as much of it as possible, kind of let you know how I'm feeling, kind of stepping away from powerlifting because I love powerlifting. It really fed that competitive spirit in me that I lost with sports and school, of course. So it's been a good time so far, though, and I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions about training and nutrition, or you're interested in working with me, please send me an email down below, and I'll be glad to help. But just want to be a resource for all you guys. So I'm going to roll that clip next, and I hope you enjoy it.